Welcome to Chayil Table Talk. This month, we're in our ready season. And this morning, I taught you 3 things to clean up before July 1st. Tonight, we're going to meet a woman who lived it. She cleaned it up, then she leaped. This is Sherifah Munis. Welcome to Chayil Table Talk. How are you doing today?
Dr. Lynda, I am doing great. Thank you for having me on today.
So Sherifah had a 16-year career in telecom and IT as a chief social responsibility officer and walked away in 2019 and now teaches working professional moms to build income, impact, and legacy. My first question is tell everybody who you are, aside from what I introduced, and who you help.
All right. So, first and foremost, I'm a wife, I'm a mom of 2 young adult kids. And it's always hard for me to say young adults because they were babies like just yesterday. And I have been an entrepreneur, like you said, for it's been over 20 years now. I am also a nonprofit founder. But one thing I will say is that I think it was in high school, it was a accounting or bookkeeping class. And it just made so much sense. The numbers, how it worked. And that's really where the whole concept of just loving not just numbers, but how money works really started for me. It was then in high school. And right now, I'm in that season in my life where, and I'm sure a lot of women, especially moms, can understand this, whereby when your kids are young, you're putting your family first, right? And it was when I actually started working alongside my husband. It was right after we had our 2 kids. They were babies at the time. And juggling the whole, work, life, and family, it wasn't easy. And having that opportunity to get into entrepreneurship and work for myself alongside my husband and be there for my kids, it was a decision that I made. It wasn't easy, but let me tell you, I have no regrets. And now, fast forward to this opportunity now, full circle with my kids grown, to come back to that first love, which has to deal with money and finances. And that's kind of where, again, working alongside women who were like me when their kids were younger, or are like me now with our kids grown, and looking at what does that next chapter entail.
Yes, I could definitely identify with that. I'm still working with my husband, but for the last 14 years, I've worked with him with his concrete construction company. And God gave me orders to start focusing on what I have to offer, what I have to bring, my story, my testimony, which I started it off with writing the book, The Making of the Chayil Woman. So I definitely understand, stepping away and making sure that you're pursuing your passion, you know what I'm saying, and your assignment. So yeah, definitely. But in 2019, you walked away from that 16-year career into your next chapter. Before you took that leap, what was it like for you and what made you take that leap?
So I was in a season where first of all, I felt blessed to know that I could help my husband realize his dreams, realize his goals. I think my mindset at that point in time was, okay, what's my purpose? What more is there for me to do? And I think a turning point for me was when I lost my dad. And I was a daddy's girl. And anyone who has ever lost a parent knows that, you see things differently. And I remember going to his funeral and different people coming up to me saying, hey, if it wasn't for your dad, I wouldn't have gone to college. If it wasn't for your dad, I wouldn't have this job. I was like, okay. I mean, my dad, just the biggest heart. But honestly, I didn't know a lot of these people. You know what I mean? Coming in. And that spoke to his legacy was beyond just us as kids. He impacted people who had stories to say and to tell. And I was like, okay, great. I'm glad I have the ability to do the job that I've been doing alongside my husband. But now, what about the lives that I can impact beyond just this? You know what I'm saying? Just this company. Not to say there was anything wrong with that. And I think that's what really sparked that next bit. And that's why I started the nonprofit, which was one of the first things I did, which helps kids who are the first in their families, kids like my dad once was, to go to college, get access to scholarships. And then beyond that, I also realized that a lot of the kids, a lot of the families didn't really understand the financial, educational literacy aspects of it. And so, I went, got licensed and, got certifications and all of the fun stuff just to make sure that I was equipped to help our students, to help their families, and now also to help other moms like me, figure out that next chapter, but do it in a way that makes financial sense.
Right. Yeah. So what would you say was the first thing you cleaned up?
Wow, that's a good question. Gosh, first thing that I cleaned up. Well, there's a saying that says that charity begins at home. Before you can help someone else, you got to help yourself first, right? So I did a financial inventory, a full deep dive of everything we had, both the good, the bad, and the ugly, and looked at things whereby it was like, wow, okay, why did we do that? Makes no sense. Like, or wow, we did that and I didn't even know it was going to be that great, but okay, So I did a financial inventory, to be honest with you, and I started being more diligent about living within a budget. I had always been someone that worked within a budget, but now it got, you know what I'm saying? It got a lot tighter. And, and I started talking to my kids more about it. Because one thing I'll say is like learning about money and finances wasn't something growing up that I learned at a kitchen table or anything. It was just, you know what I mean? And you kind of learn the hard way. So I think I started doing more internally in terms of as a family, even from a personal business perspective. And I'm not going to say I know it all because I continue learning. I call myself a lifelong learner every day, but I will say that it is easier when you've encountered something. And if there are mistakes that you've made, if you can counsel someone so they don't have to make that mistake, you know what I mean? That's always a good thing. So the first thing I did with Clean House was our own financial house first, before I could say, hey, let me talk and help any other person.
So I definitely know how it is when you're teaching from experience and mistakes you've made, because that's the premise of my whole business is, teaching people how to structure and not pick the wrong entity for what they're trying to grow. So,